Have you ever felt that something in your home just isn't right? Arguments start for no reason, health suddenly declines, or you experience constant bad luck. In Islam, we know that such disturbances can sometimes be the result of sheer black magic placed intentionally by those who wish to harm you. What's shocking is that witches and magicians often hide physical objects inside homes to attract jinn, block blessings, and destroy peace. These items may look ordinary, but spiritually, they are extremely dangerous. Today, we will expose 5 things witches place in your home that can destroy your health, relationships, and faith. More importantly, we will discuss how to remove them safely according to the teachings of Islam. Watch closely until the end, because knowing these signs could be the key to protecting your family and your home from unseen harm. 1. Knots or thread bundles. One of the most common methods witches use to harm people is through knots or bundles of thread. These are not ordinary knots, they are tied with specific intentions, often accompanied by the recitation of evil incantations to bind a person's health, wealth, relationships, or even their ability to worship. In many cases, these knots are hidden in places you rarely check, such as the attic, behind wall hangings, under carpets, inside pillows, or even buried in the garden. In the Qur'an, Allah mentions those who blow on knots in Surah Al-Falaq, warning us of this exact form of sihr. Each knot is meant to lock a certain aspect of your life, creating unseen barriers and causing ongoing misfortune. Victims may experience sudden arguments at home, financial loss, unexplained illnesses, or constant fatigue without medical cause. Islamic scholars advise that if such knots are found, they should not be untied by hand. Instead, recite Surah Al-Falaq, Surah An-Naas, and Ayat-ul-Kursi, then burn them safely while seeking Allah's protection. This ensures the magic is nullified without it affecting you. Awareness of such objects is vital because even one hidden knot can continue to spiritually and mentally harm a person for years. 2. Sealed pouches with powders or hair. Another dangerous item witches often use is sealed pouches containing strange powders, hair, nails, or small objects connected to the victim. These pouches are usually wrapped tightly in cloth, plastic, or leather, and may be coated with oil, wax, or even blood. The purpose is to create a direct spiritual link between the object and the person, allowing the magician to channel harm from a distance. Such pouches are often placed in hidden or dirty locations, under the house foundation, inside walls, behind toilets, or buried near the front door. The materials inside are chosen for specific effects. Hair or nails tie the magic to your body, powders may cause illness or confusion, and certain herbs or minerals are used to attract jinn into the home. If discovered, these pouches should be handled with extreme caution. Do not open them out of curiosity, as the contents may carry spiritual contamination. The safest Islamic method is to recite Surah Al-Baqarah, especially Ayat 255, over them. Place them in a fire while reciting Surah Al-Falaq and Surah An-Naas, and then dispose of the ashes away from your living space. Destroying them properly breaks the magician's connection and removes the harmful influence. 3. Strange written papers or symbols. A common tool of witchcraft is papers or objects inscribed with strange writings, symbols, or grids. These are not harmless decorations. They are often talismans or taweez created through forbidden means. While some talismans in Islam may contain Quranic verses, permissible according to certain scholars, witches twist this concept by using unreadable scripts, numbers, and symbols mixed with satanic invocations. This corrupt mixture attracts evil forces instead of Allah's protection. These papers may be folded tightly, sewn into cloth, hidden inside cushions, tucked behind furniture, or even submerged in bottles of liquid. Some may contain traces of bodily fluids or animal blood, which are used to bind the seer's effect more strongly. The harm caused can manifest as severe anxiety, frightening dreams, marital breakdown, or a constant feeling of being watched. If you find such an item, it must be destroyed in a way that removes the sihr without spreading its influence. Scholars recommend immersing it in clean water while reciting Surah Al-Falaq, Surah An-Naas, and Ayat-ul-Kursi until the ink dissolves completely. The water should then be disposed of respectfully, away from people and animals. This process erases the harmful symbols and severs their connection to the targeted victim. 4. Animal bones or dead insects in unusual places. Witches and magicians sometimes use animal bones or preserved dead insects as tools in black magic. These are not randomly placed. Each bone or insect is carefully chosen for its symbolic and spiritual association. For example, certain bones may be linked to death, decay, or weakness, while insects like scorpions, spiders, or beetles are used to spread fear, illness, or emotional instability in the victim's life. These items are often hidden where they won't be easily discovered, inside air vents, beneath floorboards, under beds, or in garden soil. In many cases, the bones may be coated with strange substances or wrapped in cloth, while insects may be sealed in containers, sprinkled with powders, or tied to other ritual objects. Their presence can attract negative spiritual entities, cause disturbing nightmares, and drain a person's energy over time. When found, they should never be handled directly, as physical contact can invite harm. The correct Islamic approach is to cover your hands or use a tool, recite Bismillah before touching, and destroy them by burning or burying after reciting protective Quranic verses. Proper removal breaks the spiritual link created by these objects, restoring peace and protection to the affected household. 5. Food offerings or liquids placed in corners. Another sinister method used in witchcraft is placing food or liquid offerings in hidden corners or outdoor spaces. These items are not meant for humans. They are intended to attract jinn or evil spirits into the home. The food may include bread, rice, meat, or sweets, while liquids could be milk, oil, or strange-colored mixtures. Sometimes these substances are laced with powders, herbs, or animal blood to strengthen their spiritual effect. Such offerings are usually placed at thresholds, behind doors, in unused corners, or near water drains, because these are locations where jinn are believed to pass or dwell. Once the jinn are attracted, they may cause disturbances like sudden arguments, unexplainable noises, illnesses, or financial loss. In severe cases, they can lead to possession or severe psychological distress. If you find such food or liquids, do not consume or even touch them with bare hands. Recite Bismillah and Ayat-ul-Kursi, then carefully dispose of them in a sealed bag. They should be thrown far from your home, preferably into a running stream or buried deep in the earth. After removal, cleanse the area with water while reciting Surah Al-Baqarah, as it is known to drive away evil presences. 6. How to safely remove and destroy them Islamically. When dealing with suspected sihr objects, the most important step is spiritual protection before physical action. Begin by renewing your intention for Allah's sake, seeking His help, and placing full trust in Him. Perform wudu and recite the morning adhkar or protective verses such as Ayat-ul-Kursi, Surah Al-Falaq, and Surah An-Naas before approaching the object. This creates a shield against any harm that may try to transfer to you. Use gloves or a tool to handle the item, avoiding direct skin contact. Keep calm, remembering that harm only occurs by Allah's permission. Depending on the nature of the object, Islamic scholars recommend two main destruction methods: burning while reciting Quranic verses or immersing in water mixed with recited Surah Al-Falaq and Surah An-Naas until the harmful elements dissolve. Both methods are intended to break the spiritual link and nullify the magic. Once destroyed, dispose of the remains in a respectful and distant place far from your home and community. Finally, purify the affected area by reciting Surah Al-Baqarah in the house. As the Prophet ﷺ said, it expels shayateen. Continuous dhikr, daily adhkar, and keeping your home filled with Quranic recitation are the best ongoing protections against future attacks. 7. Ongoing protection and prevention. After removing harmful objects, the next step is ensuring they do not return. Islam teaches that prevention is better than cure, and the best defense against sihr is maintaining a strong spiritual shield through consistent worship and remembrance of Allah. Make it a habit to recite morning and evening adhkar, as these act like a spiritual fortress around you and your home. Regularly reciting Ayat-ul-Kursi after every obligatory prayer, as taught by the Prophet ﷺ, is especially powerful in keeping shayateen away. Keep your home spiritually alive by playing or reciting Surah Al-Baqarah frequently, since the Prophet ﷺ said that shayateen do not enter a house in which it is recited. Ensure that no sinful activities or objects are present in your home, as these can invite evil presence and weaken your protection. Strengthen family bonds through prayer in congregation, especially Fajr and Isha, and encourage everyone in the household to learn and use prophetic du'as for protection. Maintain cleanliness, as both physical and spiritual purity repel harmful entities. Finally, place complete trust in Allah, knowing that no witchcraft or evil plan can harm a believer except by His permission. This faith itself becomes a shield stronger than any worldly measure. Alhamdulillah, we have uncovered some of the dangerous objects witches may hide in your home and how to remove them with the guidance of Islam. Remember, your strongest shield is your connection with Allah through dua, Qur'an, and constant dhikr. Protect your home, protect your iman. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to Merciful Deen for more Islamic guidance. Comment below with the prayer, "May Allah protect my home and heart from every evil." Let's spread this dua together and seek Allah's mercy and protection over all our brothers and sisters.